Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on this thumbnail, showing your girl some love. We're going to be doing a tag video today, and this is a tag video created and started by Simply Ayesha, the beautiful Ayesha. Love her voice, love listening to all of her reviews and great recommendations, and she had me buying a lot of perfumes this year as well. So yes, Ayesha, I got my Vino Spumante Extra Dry. I actually cracked open this bottle of wine that I purchased over in Italy in let's see, I think it was Siena. And I've had this wine for about, I think, 5 years. So celebrate to all of you wonderful and beautiful YouTubers and women that are out there doing their things on top of handling homes and children and jobs. You know, I know she was in the medical field as well, and, just handling business, y'all. Cheers to us and cheers to life, and doing what we love as well, which is smelling perfume. So anyway, we're going to get into this tag video, and I promise not to make this a little chatty or too chatty. There was somebody that left a message on my old video. I think it was about 2 years ago, but I recently saw the message. I filmed the video 2 years ago, and I saw they left a message yesterday. So the guy said, his name is Robert, if you're watching. He said, I just watched your entire video and you could have done that in 2 to 4 minutes. You could have said what you said in 2 to 4 minutes. I was like, okay, Robert, but thank you for watching the entire video, okay? And I hope you gave me a thumbs up, boo. Anyway, we're gonna get into this tag video. People are too funny, okay? And if you are on social media, you have to learn to develop thick skin and just know that people are gonna say what they want to say, and y'all continue to do your thing, okay? So the very first question, there are 11 or 12 questions we are going to start with. These are questions that literally tell you my personality. Now, y'all can kind of see, because some of these fragrances are a bit similar. So then you can tell me what kind of, scents I like, or, how spicy I am, or, how colorful I am in my regular daily life. So the very first question we're gonna start with is, what is your Boss Babe scent? So I have 2 Boss Babe scents. These are new fragrances. There were 3 that I wanted to choose from, one which was Atomic Rose. When I'm feeling like, I would say a Boss Babe, I'm a boss at work, yes, but I don't consider that a boss babe because of the environment that I work in. So when I consider myself being a boss babe, it's more of, just feeling confident, reassuring myself, and just self-love and, self-care. So I think all boss babes are just really sure of themselves. They love themselves, and they don't need any, validation from anybody, okay? So that scent that I think of, one which was Atomic Rose, that makes me feel so powerful. You standing up straight, all that good stuff, head held high. Another scent was Guidance by Ormaie, but the ultimate scent that I always reach for when I want to feel like a boss, when I'm sure of myself and I'm going out feeling like super fine, fly, and all that, is Possibilities by La Perla. Y'all, it is spicy, it is warm, it is sensual, it's feminine, it's giving out that femme fatale, boss babe energy, and I absolutely love this fragrance. Like, I got the bigger bottle, but it is backup bottle worthy for me. Some people don't like this fragrance, but I love it, and it makes me feel very empowered. Even when I'm feeling, in my most feminine moments, I feel empowered when I wear La Perla Possibility. So get your nose on it, y'all. Let me take a sip of my, champagne. So cheers, ladies. So the next question is, what is your go-to bedtime scent? So one scent that I love wearing 365 days a year, I just love smelling this fragrance. I love wearing it to bed. It's comforting. It is a gourmand for sure. So that is no other than Unknown Pleasures. This scent is like, I could wear this scent all the time. I want to smell this scent when I go to bed. You know, it smells warm, it smells cakey, it's sweet. Plus it gives you that mental stimulation from the citruses and the lemon. Like, I absolutely love this fragrance. This fragrance makes me just want to, you know, just snuggle up and cuddle up with somebody, you all, or just a pillow, okay? Anyway, Unknown Pleasures by the House of Kerosene, which is my #1 and favorite gourmand of all times. But I love reaching for this scent when I go to bed and sometimes even when I'm waking up. Number 3 is, what is your hug in a bottle scent? Now, this is another fragrance. It makes you feel warm and comforting. This fragrance reminds me of a warm cup of coffee with like creamer. So this is MORPH DISUMANO. It's creamy, it's lush. It just makes you feel all fuzzy and warm inside, you all. So it's a coconut fragrance with a little bit of a yellow floral, I think a white floral, sorry, which is tuberose, which is very minimal, but it smells like vanilla, coconut, slightly woody, but very, very creamy. And y'all, I feel very warm and just very wrapped up when I wear this fragrance. And I love smelling this fragrance in the morning when I drink my coffee because I'm just so warm and at peace around that time. And this is MORPH DISUMANO. The next one is, what is your secret weapon of mass? I wrote destruction, but what is your secret weapon of mass seduction? Now, y'all already know, okay? I've been chased behind this fragrance. I've been made pots of coffee behind this fragrance. And if you know what it is, leave it down in the comments because I've told this story multiple times. I've been offered dates, you know, dinner behind this fragrance. Every time I wear this fragrance when I'm traveling internationally, the men want to follow me. Most of the time it's international men, not American men, Middle Eastern men, French men, like whoever, y'all. And they're always wondering, like, what do you have on? You smell so amazing. And then, y'all, I'm offered hands in marriage, all that kind of stuff, which I absolutely do not want, you know, not from them at least, okay? So anyway, this is KAYALI's Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, y'all. Y'all, this fragrance gets me dates, okay? It gets me like a lot of things that I want in life. So yeah, maybe I need to wear this every single day. But this fragrance makes me feel also empowered, sexy, but more of the sensuality and the sexiness and just, you know, super feminine and, you know, a soft life. This is that soft life fragrance that you want to wear, you know, when you're around like a bunch of people and you feel very dainty and feminine, yet, you know, very sexy and sensual as well. But KAYALI Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, y'all, and the champagne is making me warm, so hopefully I don't start sweating. Anyway, that is that fragrance for me. That is my weapon of mass seduction. Super seductive, sensual, and sexy, and I take this everywhere I go. This is a lifer for me, okay? Number 5 is a fragrance that you never wear, but you can't part with. It's actually a designer fragrance, y'all, and that is Dior Addict. Like, no matter how many times I look at this fragrance, and just to know that I don't wear this, but I cannot part with it because it is classic, it is lovable, it is good, it is sweet, it's almost cakey, dessertish, vanilla, you know, it's woody, floral, sweet, creamy, all of that. I absolutely love Dior Addict, and yeah, I don't think I will ever part with it. There's just a small dent in here, but like I haven't worn this fragrance in years, but I don't know if it's just because I don't even remember wearing most of this fragrance, but I hope it's not like evaporating, you guys. Anyway, it's a beautiful fragrance, and I'm going to be reaching for it this fall since it has been brought to my attention. So get your nose on this, you guys. Dior Addict, and I love it. It almost reminds me of the Tom Ford's Noir Parfum, but this one has more of a heady white floral in the opening, and it dries down really creamy, sweet, feminine, and vanillic. It's beautiful. And you guys, yeah, you guys, that's why I never drank growing up, because I couldn't be in the club trying to dance and look cute on top of drinking as well, because drinking, y'all, it makes me sweat, and it does something to my body, and it makes me like really hot. So yeah, enough of that champagne until I finish this review, okay? So the next fragrance we're gonna talk, or the next question we're gonna go to is one of your favorite fragrances that you don't wear enough of. Let's see which one that, okay, so one fragrance that I absolutely love that I don't wear enough of, and it is here to stay, is another designer fragrance, and that's by the house of Armani PREVI, and it's Rouge Malachite. Y'all, this is here to stay in my collection. This is my favorite tuberose fragrance in my collection. There's orange blossom, there's pink pepper in here. You guys let me know what note that if you know fragrances, and if you know notes, then there's a note in a lot of these fragrances that I have chosen that I absolutely love, y'all. Anyway, Rouge Malachite, I love. It's warm, creamy, vanillic, orange blossom tuberose. I think there's some ylang ylang in here as well, but it's sweet. It is just absolutely amazing. I love it. I babysit it. I babysit this fragrance, but now that it's more of readily available, because initially they said that it was discontinued and I didn't want to wear it all the time, but I'm definitely going to start reaching for it this summer. I mean, this fall, not summer. It is so hot. It's like 90 degrees in California. This fall is Rouge Malachite. If you love the note of tuberose, pink pepper, vanilla, and orange blossom, then you need to get your nose on Armani PREVI's Rouge Malachite. Rouge Malachite. This is a lifer for me, okay? All right, number 7 is, did I skip number 6? No, that was number 6. Number 7 is one fragrance you can recommend for a beginner that wants to smell unique. So there is a fragrance that I absolutely love. I initially was going to choose one of Nishane's fragrance, which is 100 Silent Waves, but everybody knows about that. And then I just looked through my collection and I said, it has to be a fragrance that I absolutely love. You know, that's an easy wear, you know, somebody that wants to jump into like the niche fragrance line. And this is ex Nihilo's Explicit, okay? So Explicit is a very light, airy, floral gourmand. It's not too sweet. That praline adds just a little bit of like caramel vanillic sweetness to this fragrance, but it has that floral in there, some woodiness, but very fresh. This is an absolutely beautiful fragrance that I think everyone needs to get their nose on. Explicit, it's an easy wear, yet complex and unique enough to be different. So get your nose on this fragrance, ex Nihilo's Explicit. Explicit. All right, number 8, numero 8, a fragrance you love but everyone else hates. So there's one that I absolutely love that I don't hear. I've gone through like a small 5 ml of this, and I put this on my October fragrance tray because I really want to start wearing the bottle. These are natural perfumes. So you guys, I don't know how long this perfume can sit, but the juice has gotten a little darker. They're all natural. The bottle has some natural elements to it as well. And this is by the house of Ormaie, and I still need to do my review on this fragrance house. I have 2 bottles from the house, and then I have a discovery kit. So hopefully by the end of this year, we'll get through this fragrance review. This is a natural wood. They're all geometric shapes. They're all different, handcrafted. But this fragrance, if you love the note of tuberose, it's slightly bubblegummy leaning, but just a little bit, only because of the orange blossom inside. There's ginger, there's mandarin, there's tobacco, there's tonka. This is beautiful. It's creamy, slightly woody, and there's petite grain in here as well, which gives it a little greenness. It's not too sharp. So if you like fragrances like Centra, just add some tuberose to Centra, because you get that orange, you know, vanillic, orange blossom vanillic sweetness as well to add to that tuberose. But I don't hear very many people talking about this fragrance or even see this fragrance around. And we went on like a little perfume excursion and a lot of people didn't like this fragrance, but I absolutely love it. So I would really love to hear, you know, even if you guys order a discovery kit, more from this house, from the house of Ormaie, because their fragrances are natural. They have Toy Toy, which is absolutely amazing, a warm, spicy vanilla, but y'all, not too many people like this. And this is Tableau Parisienne by the house of Ormaie. Get your nose on this fragrance house. They are very unique and, you know, very just, you know, beautiful fragrances. Okay. So the next one is, what is an overhyped fragrance that you currently own? Yeah, you guys made me buy it. It's overhyped and it's nice, but I really don't reach for it. But I am happy to have it in my collection. And this is Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmand. It's here and I wouldn't repurchase this again, but it's nice. I do love Fire at Will more, but this fragrance was definitely overhyped. I bought it like a year after the hype. But it's beautiful. It just reminds me of, I think there's brown sugar in here. It's just a beautiful vanillic, fresh, airy fragrance. And it almost reminds me of the glaze, like a warm glazed donut, y'all. But it's nice, but it's definitely overhyped, okay? But y'all sucked me into buying it too. So, the next is, what's a fragrance on the chopping block? So, this fragrance has been on a chopping block for a long time. I actually just recently put this fragrance in a reel over on Instagram because I was trying to do some layering with it. I wore it this week alone. I haven't reached for this fragrance in years. You know, I think I wore it once last year and I wore it twice this week. Once alone and then once layered. So I did layer this fragrance. It is a Parfums de Marly. I did layer this fragrance with Eau Jaune and that just gave it a little more oomph, you know. But when I wear it alone, it almost became a little cloying. I think I oversprayed it. I don't know what it is about this, but I like it and hate it at the same time. So this, I don't know, but I feel like it's still on the chopping block. And there's like, I've worn it to about here. Actually, it's here. It's not, yeah. So I've worn this fragrance enough and I've had it long enough. And I think it may be on its way out. I don't know. I do love the bottle though. I think that's why it's still hanging around. But if this was in a different color bottle, I would take my Athalia back and trade it for CASSILI. I like CASSILI a whole lot, but I don't love her. So anyway, CASSILI is that warm, vanillic, plummy, resinous scent that I really like, but she's on the chopping block, y'all. And I don't know, if she wasn't in this beautiful bottle, she would be gone, long gone, okay? That's by Parfums de Marly. All right, that's it. On top of it, it keeps falling over, you guys. The next one is, what is the latest fragrance that you've purchased? So the latest fragrance that I purchased, I recently put it at the end of a video, and this is by the house of BVLGARI, and I purchased 3 of these beautiful BVLGARI fragrances. I purchased BACIAMI, Spectacular, and Fantasia Veneta. But this is a beautiful, I was surprised to know that this fragrance had gardenia inside, but it's gardenia. It lists the notes of gardenia, vanilla, and amber. What I think gives this fragrance its luxurious smell is the sandalwood. Apparently, these fragrances that come from this line, they have sandalwood in them, that the sandalwood has been aged for 50 years. So I think that's what gives these fragrances its silkiness, its luxuriousness, and it just adds to the elegance of the fragrance. But y'all, I am head over heels for BACIAMI, Spectacular, and Fantasia Veneta. And there's a review coming, but y'all, this is so good, okay? Bloomingdale's, sample these fragrances, you guys. But like I said, even if you don't like gardenia, I think you're going to love this. I really don't get gardenia in here. I get a floral, but it's more of a sweet, vanillic, airy floral, but it's very non-distinct. So anyway, moving on to the next question. What fragrance is at the top of your wish list? Well, the fragrance that was at the top of my wish list, it still is, because I ordered it, I personalized the bottle, all of that. And y'all, UPS sent it back. I even had my name engraved on it. I gave it a different color threading, top, a beveled top, everything. And that was Tobacco Honey by Guerlain. So they refunded me my money and everything. So that fragrance was at the top of my wish list, on top of, I don't know, like if I want to repurchase it or not, because I think they just didn't have my correct address or something, but it annoyed me really bad because I was really looking forward to that fragrance and I still want it in my collection. So maybe I'll go to the department store, or I'm like, what are you guys gonna do with my bottle with my name on it, you know? So they didn't even question or call me. They just like refunded me my money. But anyway, that fragrance is Tobacco by the House of Guerlain, Tobacco Honey. Also, I just sampled these over on Instagram. I did a review. Rosendo MATEAU has a new line out called Olfactive Expressions Barcelona, and 1970, y'all. I love 1970. It reminds me of a spicy Mexican hot chocolate. So I don't know, I might get this one before I get the Tobacco Honey Guerlain fragrance, because I really love this. That tonka bean in here is absolutely gorgeous. I keep buying other stuff, you know, and not buying this fragrance, but I need to go on ahead and get it and stop buying other things, okay? The thing with me is that I don't have a wish list. And yeah, it's a first world problem. I just buy stuff as it comes or as I see it, which is ridiculous. And I need to stick to a list, you guys. So that way I can scratch things off and not feel like I have to purchase everything I get my eyes on. Last but not least is, what is your #1 fragrance for life? So this was very hard for me, but there were only 2 fragrances that I thought of that I have to have in my collection. Actually 3, but one is in here, which is Unknown Pleasures, and there were 2 other ones. So if you know what fragrance that I have to have 365 days a year, then you need to put it down in the comments, y'all. I'm gonna give you a minute to put it in the comments. I don't want to ever be without this fragrance. This fragrance is very travel inspired, but this fragrance is intoxicating. It's a little boozy to me, even though there's no booze listed. It's juicy, it's fresh, it's airy, it's luxurious, it's everything, it's effervescent, it's my everything, okay? I had a hard time, but ultimately this fragrance won, because when I wear it, when I smell it, it's intoxicating, okay? And this fragrance is no other than Memoirs of a Perfume Collector. Tales from Zanzibar, okay? Yeah, this is my backup bottle, okay? Y'all, I don't ever want to be without this fragrance, ever. This is a top 10 for life, okay? Trouble in Paradise is bomb as well, you know, with that mango, leather, and oud. It's amazing. But Tales from Zanzibar captured my whole heart first. It's just, I gotta have it. It makes my mouth water. It just makes my mind go. It makes my emotions go. Regardless of the fact that I went to Zanzibar, like I fell in love with this fragrance before I went to Zanzibar, and it's ambergris, it's coconuts, you know. There's a transparent oud in here, okay? It's woody, it's fresh, it's lime, it's ginger, it's guava. Y'all, this fragrance is so good, and it's a beast, okay? Anyway, y'all, this is my baby, my lifer, my one and only Toast from Zanzibar. And I love this fragrance, you all. So get your nose on it, okay? Anyway, that is all. Thanks for the tag, Ayesha. Go on to the world, spread amazing sillage, do good, be good. And y'all, Ayesha said, you know, or whoever, do this tag, please. And the note that I took to, I think, in a lot of these fragrances, y'all know that saffron is one of my favorite fragrance notes, but I have a lot of perfumes with pink pepper. I take to pink pepper. Pink pepper is very, Tales from Zanzibar, got my mouth watering, okay? Pink pepper is very mentally stimulating to me. It just kind of like warms my body up, y'all. And I'm going to link my pink pepper review down below, so watch it, okay? Because I got a lot of amazing fragrances in there. I love the note. Saffron, ginger, and pink pepper, they are my go-to, and they are warm and spicy, okay? Just like this girl right here. Spicy in a good way, okay? All right, go on to the world, spread amazing sillage, do good, be good, and I absolutely love you all. And thank you, Ayesha, for this amazing tag. And, you know, just for us getting to know one another. All right, bye-bye, everybody.